Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are back playing Zenless Zone 0 and we are continuing with Bury Your Tears with the Past B. Last time we had just gotten started. We regrouped with Vivian and Lycon and the mayor and we discussed what might be going on with the core and multiple sacrifices, unfortunately. There were supposed to be some dormant sacrifices hidden in the hollow according to Bringer's notebook. However, we did some investigating. We did not find any. It seems that the Exaltists may be wrapping things up right now, and we also know that they have been testing something on people that makes them possibly turn into sacrifices. But we have a good idea now of where Hartman might be thanks to all of that investigating, so we are going to go see if we can go snatch the core back from him. So let's get started.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man.
Yeah.
It's just that, why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
She does seem to be trying to avoid that happening.
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Vathan, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Vathan. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
I know you will.
Ethereals! Stay away from Lord Vathan!
Fine.
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage. Let's get out of here before we're spotted.
I'm here.
Let's keep moving, Lord Vathan. Leave the enemies to me, Lord Vathan. They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing. This is our chance. Let's hurry. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would... Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way. Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core. Lord Vathan, the box is empty.
I kind of thought that might happen.
The core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box?
Ooh.
What did you do with it?
Uh-oh.
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Just as everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind.
Vivian, it's been ages.
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the
Oh
people
my
you've killed?
gosh.
Are they crying in your head all night?
Jeez.
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from your daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
I wasn't.
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo.
Oh,
It can't be fake.
right. A very reliable, trustworthy
How
source.
can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Dina approaches Hartman and coldly inserts the core into an open wound on one of his subordinates. The guy collapses to the ground, screaming. Dina wipes her hands and casts a look of disdain.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh, they shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Oh. As Dina finishes her words, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors in the ground, signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereals. In a panic, Hartman rushes to the car he summoned, taking Camille and Dina with him. This guy is the worst.
Victory, the only option.
More ethereals are coming. Too many. No chance to get out of this. Go! Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh.
There are so many. It's ink.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
Okay. Made that look so easy.
Finally, peace and quiet.
Oh, little burb. So cute.
You must be Belle, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first,
All right.
I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk.
Fair
I
enough.
have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Alrighty. Yishuan leaves after saying this while Vivian appears lost in thought, looking distracted.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That was
I'll
brutal.
investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
Lord Vathan, are you going to rest now?
Are you?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried. If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Tina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father, but things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had.
Yes, to be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation,
Oh my gosh.
Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me, but in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Vivian starts to recount what happened that day.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina, wake up! We have to go. Vivian, what's happening? Listen to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't... Father!
Oh.
No, I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you? Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done,
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
Her voice trembles as she shares her past stories.
I thought once Landon
Oh
was
my
gone,
gosh, that's so
Dina would
horrible!
leave the Exaltists.
Poor Vivian!
I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that all these years she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you.
Yeah.
As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices.
Mhm.
The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little, Lord Phaethon. You truly are a wonderful listener.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted.
You must be
I'll track down the
exhausted.
location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find.
Don't overwork
Good night,
yourself.
Lord Phaethon.
After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store. You see the collectible she gifted you on the table, and it stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis can be resolved smoothly, pondering the whereabouts of the real sacrifice core. Weariness sets in, and before you know it, you drift off to sleep. When you wake, it's almost noon. Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't here. It was about the sacrifice core. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at that auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards and we're simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. If you have time, head to Lumina Galleria to meet up with Vivian. Alright, let's go. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auction house's lounge.
Shal, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
After saying goodbye to Shaw, Vivian leaves the lounge. Lord Phaethon, you're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering a shift at the auction. I learned from her that Hugo once took some footage away with him. I think Hugo was planning something, so he hid the security footage. But once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. We are Mockingbird after all. It shouldn't be surprising we have subtle ways of communicating information, should it? Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators. So Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so we could communicate. But after that mission ended, we let them roam free. But I just checked their trackers and one of those birds flew near the auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage. It still flies around here from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. I can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. Lord Phaethon, let's split up and search the area. If you see a bird, you can send me a picture of it. I should be able to recognize it. Alright, let's go. Bird time. A soft and sweet ball of fluff. It's hard to imagine this is the bird Hugo chose for the mission. But it does have some black feathers, so maybe this is it? Either way, might as well take a photo and send it to Vivian. After sending a picture of the panda-colored chonk of a bird to Vivian, you get a negative answer. Let's keep looking elsewhere. Aw, they are a little chonky, huh? They're so cute. This is a bamboo. I feel like it's probably not the bamboo. Black crows in a dark alley. Seems a bit cliche, but this really is a good place to hide something. Let's take a photo and send it to Vivian. After receiving the photo, Vivian quickly responds, "That's the one." She quickly comes over. It's all thanks to Lord Phaethon we found them so quickly. If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among those boxes. You look through the boxes and find the recording, but it's been damaged. After discussing with Vivian, you decide to head back to the video store together to repair it and check the contents before making your next move. Harry repairs the videotape and you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for
Ooh,
how things
interesting.
will ultimately play out.
The Creator will guide me.
Video abruptly comes to an end. Oh, so interesting.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo. He...
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct.
Ooh.
And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
Spy
I
mission.
see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
So, what should I do?
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Is Lycon like wingmanning for
Will
her?
help me immensely.
All right, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
Burton said he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. Just leave the socializing to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to you. But since there's still some time before we have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together? I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for a mission too. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion. I'll go over the key details for you as we watch the tape. You do some last-minute studying on the etiquette expected at a formal banquet for your mission that night. Before you know it, evening has arrived. Lord Phaethon, Burton sent his location. Are you ready to join me for the banquet? I'm ready. I'll meet up with Burton first to make sure he's not tampered with the car. Lord Phaethon, please wait 5 minutes before joining me. It'll be safer this way. Vivian heads off first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying all is good. Let's go meet up. Miss Banshee, this is... Is something the matter? What I mean is, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard. The Ravenlocks can protect me now. If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my escort for the night. She heard the Ravenlocks are throwing a true feast for the centuries with plenty of delicacies not available anywhere else, and she wanted to try some. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow your guests a +1, are you? Of course not. Since you're an important companion of Miss Vivian's, you are also my honored guest. Let's be off then. My chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there we will take a speedboat to the manor. About an hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor. With Burton's guidance, you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Burton hurriedly leaves, and Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief. Ooh,
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with.
that was some good
I
acting.
really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more.
Ooh.
Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Good plan.
All right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon.
Thanks, Vivian. In accordance with the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking out of the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study, and with a gentle push, the door actually opened.
Isn't this going a bit too well?
Does seem a little suspicious.
Perhaps we're just lucky? Plus, their security measures outside were so tight. Maybe it's more lax inside.
However, just to be safe, I'll call Lycon.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
You and Vivian search through Hartman's office for a while, but find nothing. Just then, footsteps suddenly come from outside, and in a moment of panic, you hide behind the desk.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet
no.
not to your satisfaction?
Ugh.
So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Hartman raises his gun, aiming at the desk, yet there is no gunshot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes.
The bullet? How?
Dear Uncle, why must we be so distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine, my dear Uncle.
I had a feeling he was still alive somewhere. We will wrap up there for today, and next time we will see what Hugo's been up to. I had a sneaking suspicion that he was still alive somewhere doing something, but we'll find out hopefully exactly what that is, and hopefully we can get out of this tight spot that we seem to be in at Ravenlock Manor. We've kind of backed ourselves into a corner here, but hopefully Hugo is the way out. So I hope you had fun, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye everybody!